I attended my school reunion a couple of days back, and a friend of mine from school, he dragged me to one of the corners and he told me, Manish, I know you're a really nice person, you're a law of attraction coach, but I want to tell you, law of attraction is an absolute sham. I have wasted my 3 years and I can tell you, law of attraction does not work. Please stop talking to people about law of attraction. I could see that he was in absolute pain. His pain was palpable. I told him, sit, tell me what has gone wrong. What have you been trying to manifest and why did it not work? He told me that I have been wanting to take over this house of the celebrity, which is a sea facing house. I absolutely love it. I want to manifest it. I've been desiring it for years. I spent so much time around that house. I literally moved my residence from X location to Y location so that this celebrity's house was closer to my house now, so that I could keep visiting that house every couple of times in a week so that I could visualize that place for myself. I asked him, do you even know whether the celebrity wants to sell this house? And he said, no, I don't know about that. The reason why people are getting so confused with law of attraction today is because there are so many coaches and content creators who've been creating law of attraction content, which is extremely misleading. And this episode is going to be a try to tell you about five of the biggest misconceptions that you need to clarify in your head so that you start practicing and believing in law of attraction with the right mindset. Hello and welcome to episode 16 of Unlock the Abundance, a podcast that makes law of attraction easy by decoding the mystery behind the manifestation, helps you get the right balance between the logic and philosophy of positive thinking, and most importantly, this podcast answers one question at a time about the concept of law of attraction by diving deep, explaining the concepts, giving you actionable tools, templates, exercises that enable you to unlock the abundance in your own life so that you don't have to depend on another coach or a content creator and get confused with the information that they give you. Unlock the Abundance is a podcast by Paycheck to Profit, an online community for millennials and Gen Zs who are building a new relationship with money, understanding their money blocks, learning how to eliminate those money blocks, use the law of attraction in the right way to manifest their desires, get financially literate, and achieve the financial freedom the right way, one step at a time. I'm Manish Ahuja, your host, founder of Paycheck to Profit, and I'm a content creator and a financial abundance coach. One of the biggest misconceptions, the first misconception that I want to talk to you about is that people believe that law of attraction works selectively. Is it possible that two people write the exact same code and the code gives different results? It's not possible. Similarly, is it possible if you deposit 10,000 rupees or $10,000 in somebody's bank account, but the person receives only 6,000 rupees or $6,000? Law of attraction is not selective. Law of attraction either works when you practice it correctly, or it's just going to give you results which are congruent to the effort that you've put in, to the energy that you are vibrating in. But since you expect that you will receive more because not only are you putting in the effort, but you're also practicing law of attraction, you are bound to get disappointed and then blame law of attraction, which is absolutely normal, which is normal human behavior. But you are at fault because you don't even know what is the right attitude and process to manifest. You really need to understand that law of attraction is a system. It works as a step by step process. And if you're not using the right process, you're not going to get the desired result. So it's not that law of attraction works selectively, it's that you don't know how the system works. So you need to be humble and learn the system. The second misconception that I would like to clear for you today is law of attraction practice guarantees profit or results. The other side of the spectrum is people who are believing that once you start practicing the law of attraction, you can absolutely never go wrong. These are the people who end up creating really big vision boards and start chanting affirmations as if just by chanting a particular affirmation a million times, the desire is definitely going to get manifested in real life. That is not how things work. Law of attraction definitely works, but there are no guarantees, my friend. You may want to keep manifesting a celebrity's home, but that is not going to come true the way it did not happen in my schoolmate's life. There are coaches who are selling you programs, content creators who are making content and trying to tell you to buy their products, memberships, because practicing what they say guarantees results. While law of attraction is extremely powerful, just practicing the tools of law of attraction does not guarantee any results. You need to work, you need to practice. There needs to be a healthy balance between the reality and the practice of law of attraction. There needs to be a proper balance between your execution and your belief system and your practice of law of attraction. It's a very well tuned system. While you're tuned into this podcast, it is also important for you to get the right knowledge about money, investments, financial literacy, money mindset, money blocks, so that you can create a financial balance in your life. And to make that journey easier for you, I invite you to join the Profit Clan. Profit Clan is an email community of Paycheck to Profit where every day at 6 a.m. IST, you will start your day with a new idea, suggestion, perspective that will help you build a new relationship with money. Some emails will be about financial literacy, some emails will be to help you improve your relationship with money and get more clarity on the subject of law of attraction and a lot more. Additionally, you will also get access to freebies, a chance to attend the Profit Masterclass, and stay updated with all things Paycheck to Profit. Join the Profit Masterclass, the Profit Clan by scanning the QR code that you see on your screen right now. The clan absolutely feels incomplete without you. And just in case if you're listening to this podcast episode, you will find the link to join the Profit Clan in the show notes of this episode. Getting back, and let's start talking about the third point that is creating a lot of chaos and confusion in minds of people. The misconception is the third misconception is that you need to be positive 24/7. What I'm going to share with you literally hurts me, but it is an absolute reality. A participant from the Paycheck to Profit Academy invested in a program with some other coach where they ended up losing a lot of money in stock trading. Now, when they declared this loss to the coach told the participant to start practicing law of attraction with a positive mindset. You have to remain positive at all times, because when you stay positive, the next time you go into a trade, you will not only make a profit, you will also recover loss from the past trades. Coaches like these are going to spoil the market and the belief of people in the system of coaching to begin with. Positive mindset and attitude is very important, but not at the cost of actual reality. If you have made a loss, you have made a loss. You are responsible for your financial freedom. But the right mindset, understanding how money blocks work, how are they affecting your life, how to identify them, clear them, using the law of attraction in the right manner, getting the right financial knowledge, and understanding the status quo between where you stand today and your future goals is extremely important. Please don't get carried away from other people who are just trying to push their products to you so that they can make a profit and you can get carried away. People will always try to take advantage of your fear, of your greed, of your insecurity of money. But when you actually get into the right mindset of abundance, people will not be able to take advantage of your vulnerability. So understand how things work. You can't just manifest anything by staying positive 24/7. It is not human to stay positive 24/7, but it is definitely possible to filter out the people who are greedy and work with the right knowledge. The fourth practice or the fourth misconception that I want to clear for yourself is law of attraction replaces hard work. At some level, if or when educated people fall for a trap like this, I somewhere believe in my heart that it is important for them to make mistakes like these, get into a small financial loss to understand that they need to wake up and smell the coffee. There is absolutely no alternative, and there will never be an alternative to hard work. If the richest people could find success through law of attraction without practice, why would they work so hard? Why would they invest so much money, hire so many people, risk put their capital at risk? Law of attraction is a great way to balance the right logic and emotions. It is impossible to explain the subject in one episode. There is so much more that we need to deep dive on. You may get confused if I try to tell you about the logic, the philosophy, the uh, practices, and the tools of law of attraction all in one episode. So, hence, what I suggest you to do is to make sure that you're subscribed to the YouTube channel of Paycheck to Profit, or follow this podcast on the podcast application of your choice where you're listening to us, maybe on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or any other podcast application where you're listening to this episode. Why? Because every week I'm going to come up with a new episode, and in the next episode, I plan to come up with a episode where I'll explain to you how do you create a proper balance between your logic and your emotions when trying to practice law of attraction. How do you get that balance? Is it even possible? And while you subscribe, let me move to the fifth point, with the last point for today's episode, that is, law of attraction is only for spiritual people. This is a huge misconception. In fact, I am the best person to talk to you about this misconception because when I started my law of attraction practice, I was extremely skeptical and I was absolutely not spiritual at all. In fact, my law of attraction practice has made me more spiritual over time. Law of attraction demands clarity, dedication, faith, and most importantly, it forces you to focus on execution. So, where does the spirituality angle come into play? The more you practice law of attraction, you will learn to give up on your resistances. You will face your money blocks. You will start dealing with those money blocks one at a time. You will learn to eliminate them over a period of time, and it'll humble you and make you look at a lot of things, lot of people, lot of instances through the lens of spirituality. You may end up discovering spirituality through law of attraction as yours truly did. Today it is so easy to find tons of content on subject of law of attraction. Trouble is, yet so many people are finding it extremely difficult to practice law of attraction, manifest their desires. They are practicing it in a very funny manner, which results in a flawed mindset, which is not necessarily the fault of people who are unaware. But if you want to get absolute clarity, I would be happy to create another episode for Unlock the Abundance where I talk about the right way of practicing the law of attraction, the right way of filtering out the wrong information, and how to even identify what is the wrong information. If that is an episode that you would be interested in, make sure that to go to the comment section below the like button and write the words the right way in the comments. If you're listening to this episode, you will find a link to the YouTube video of this particular episode. Click on that link, go to the YouTube application and leave a comment the right way. While you're taking the effort to leave a comment, might as well ask your questions about law of attraction. Might as well share your experiences where you have been trapped in one or multiple of these misconceptions that I've spoken about. Talk to me about your doubts with regards to any tool of law of attraction. It could be affirmations, it could be journaling, or it could be vision boards. Ask me your questions so that I can deep dive, understand your points, understand your challenges, and give you more clarity in the future episodes of the podcast. Very quickly, let me summarize all the 5 points that we've discussed today. The first misconception is that the law of attraction works selectively. It doesn't. Learn the practice, learn the 10-step process that we talk about in the Paycheck to Profit Academy, and you will understand that law of attraction is anything but selective. The second point is law of attraction practice guarantees profits or results. While law of attraction practice is extremely powerful, anybody trying to guarantee any sort of results for you is just trying to take you for a ride. Be extremely careful and don't get carried away. Misconception number 3, you need to be positive 24/7 for law of attraction to work for you. Not true. Being positive 24/7 is not possible. You need to have the right attitude and the positive mindset, which allows you to tackle difficult situations in a much healthier manner, but it is impossible for anybody to stay positive 24/7. Fourth misconception being law of attraction is a replacement to hard work. Nothing is replacement to hard work. There are no alternatives to hard work. And fifth and the last point, law of attraction is only for spiritual people. Absolutely not. You may absolutely have zero belief in God. You could be an strong atheist. You have zero belief in spirituality. And yet, if you start practicing law of attraction in the right manner, you may end up becoming spiritual. But even if you don't become spiritual, if you change your mindset towards life, change your mindset towards manifestation, yes, the law of attraction will work for you. If you've been listening to this episode till this point, I very strongly recommend that you check whether you're subscribed to the YouTube channel of Paycheck to Profit, where you're watching this episode. And if you're listening to us, make sure that you're following us on the application of your choice. I also recommend that you follow Paycheck to Profit on Instagram, because I post a lot of short form content, stories, behind the scenes about what is happening with the Paycheck to Profit community, the Paycheck to Profit Academy, and a lot more. You would definitely not want to miss out on any of those episodes or those content pieces. So make sure that you're following us all across. Also, a very quick reminder, join the Profit Clan. The clan literally feels incomplete without you. You can see the respective QR codes on your screen right now. Scan them and you'll find all of these links in the show notes of this episode as well. I hope this episode has helped to clear many myths or misconceptions that I told you about right at the start of the episode. Did you find any new reason to strengthen your faith in the system of law of attraction? Did you eliminate a few misconceptions out of your mind. Do share your thought process, your biggest takeaway from this episode in the comment section. If you found this episode useful, I will very strongly recommend that you check the second episode of this podcast, which was titled 5 Ways to Make Affirmations Perform 10x Better. It's a very powerful episode, and especially after listening to this episode or watching this episode, the impact of that episode is going to be multifold. So make sure that you watch that episode. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for consuming this episode till the end. I really appreciate your commitment towards your learning and your personal growth. Do support this podcast by liking this video. It will take just a couple of seconds. If you're listening to us on a podcast application of your choice, please give us a 5-star rating, 5 stars, 5 hearts, 5 mics, depending on the interface of the application where you're listening to us. It takes just a few seconds for you to do this, but that's your way of showing me gratitude. That's your way of supporting this podcast. That's your way of helping many other people discover this episode, because that's how algorithm of social media today works. Make sure that you're subscribed to Paycheck to Profit on YouTube and are following Unlock the Abundance on the podcast application of your choice. Do not forget to join the Profit Clan. I am sending you value emails for free every day. You will also get access to attend the Profit Masterclass just by becoming a part of the Profit Clan. All the freebies are coming your way. Absolutely yours. Join the Profit Clan. I'll see you in the Profit Clan right now. I really thank you and appreciate your company and can't wait to connect with you again in the next episode of Unlock the Abundance. Until then, please take good care of yourself. Take care. Keep smiling. Keep going. Keep growing.